pregnant. So
when you say you need to go to the hospital, what's her response to that?
oh yeah, I have an appointment. We can go and start the show. Get it figured out.
That's crazy.
Rough out here, man. You got lucky, bro.
Man.
The mentalities of people who don't contribute to your success are always hilarious. I don't mind people giving me input, telling me what I ain't doing that have been a part of my success. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you haven't contributed anything, like you just came along and we started hanging out, now you want to give me ideas, that's cool. But when you start trying to tell me what I should do,
that's annoying, bro.
And you have no evidence of what through your works on your own.
Don't give me no ideas, man.
And just in general in life, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can you give somebody good advice and you ain't really invested? I mean, don't get me wrong. You can get brilliant help and brilliant advice from people that ain't really invested in you. But it's a different thing when they haven't accomplished anything on their own.
That's not being cocky. That's not being arrogant. That's just a true statement. Like, you got to practice what you preach, or you got to be in some position. You have to have some story to tell. You got to be a person that someone sees, oh, you've done something. That's why motivational speakers are coming from a place of success, typically.
Right.
You know, they've done something in life.
And what makes a dope motivational speaker is the failures that they've beat. You're really listening to somebody tell you how they got out of the hole.
Right. And how they failed first.
Right.
And how they adapted to get out the hole.
But the manipulation tactic of advice is hilarity because a lot of people understand how important contacts are. You knowing me knowing you. Everybody can't pick up the phone and call me like you can.
Right.
It's certain people that have tried who I got nothing but love for, but I don't work with everybody like that. I'm open to working with people, but just because you know Ja,
right,
don't mean that we got the same.
Nah,
I got to be a believer.
Don't mean they got the same access to you.
It just I don't care.
I never thought that way, bro.
Really?
I ain't never thought was because you know such and such. Since you know, I know Corey too, but you closer to Corey. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, hey man, I hit Corey up and start hitting them with like favors and or questions or conversation I would hit you with. We ain't the same, but you got to build that.
It's still a protocol to stuff.
Still a protocol, man. And a lot of folks don't get that. A lot of times people see you and they're excited to see you and they got a great idea for you.
Right.
I hate the fact that they don't be thinking, they never consider that you got a long list of great ideas that you got to pick through or accomplish or try to work out.
Right.
I got this bomb ass film, bro. I got the script. We probably can shoot this shit by the beginning of next year. I'm like, nigga.
Right.
You don't think I already got a project I'm working on right now? I got a few projects. It's shit that I wanted to do this year that I haven't accomplished yet. That I still got to do. It's still on the ticket to do.
Right. Nah, yeah.
I got this bomb ass film, man. I wanted to send you a couple pages of it so you can read it and see what you think about it. See, man, this is life changing, bro. This gonna be the next such and such movie. Yeah. I'm like, bruh.
The next what? Yeah, man, I got the next Golden Girls period piece.
Right.
Where Blanche is a medieval executioner.
Yeah, it's like Golden Girls mixed with Cocoon.
Uh-huh. These are type of dudes that watch all these weak ass NBA player podcasts. Ex-NFL player podcast.
Damn,
telling the same story. And fuck all them niggas.
Damn.
I love professional athletes. I got a little resentment because I didn't make it. But we in regular manhood now. I don't give a... Stop talking about championships and Michael Jordan and Kobe. And who's the best quarterback? Can y'all teach niggas something, man?
Life lessons.
How do I get rich like you? Why don't you invest in other penny stock podcasts like mine or Big Jaws and boost us up and we can offer you a share of our show?
Hilarious. On some virtual podcast Shark Tank shit.
What I'm saying is I love ex-athletes, but I feel like, man, I'm trying to embrace it, but I'm not 12 anymore. So I don't care how many tackles you had in the 2014 series. I owe $100,000 in taxes, nigga. How do I beat that? Fuck how many yards you had last season.
Tell me how to evade, not evade because you can't do tax evasion, but how to properly take out the right amount of taxes before you count your bread.
Give me some real game. You've been rich since you was a teenager, and all you talking about is who's better, Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan. 1A, 1B. I mean, Kobe close. Kobe close.
But what about LeBron?
LeBron do everything.
He got all the stats.
He had a heart. You can't say nothing negative about LeBron James. He might be the greatest ever based on the court and off court stuff. Stop saying iffy stuff about LeBron. LeBron is definitely one of the GOATs. But I'm saying all y'all talk about is the same thing. The only person I think got the guts to take a chance on cats like us is a LeBron.
LeBron. Hey, you know who I fuck with though? You don't fuck with Shannon on his podcast?
I love Shannon. Shannon is super intelligent.
Shannon
is super intelligent.
Shannon, he'll grab some. It's a lot of guests he has that's not athletes. You know what I mean?
Right.
I get what you're saying though. I mean, even though I do like the stories, I do like the inner locker room shit. But like you saying,
they don't fuck with regular niggas, dog.
Yeah,
they don't fuck with regular niggas. As many games as we've watched growing up and paid to go to, and all this stuff, professional athletes and professional leagues only care about children
in the hospital.
And in the hospital and kids. They only care about kids. The niggas paying for shit, they get no respect.
I think it reminds them of being regular, nigga. That's what it is. When they leave the league, they wanna surround themselves with the league niggas they was in the league with, and the new niggas that's currently in the league. Right. They talk about old times and new times. Right. But when it comes to us, the regular niggas, they might feel a little too regular fucking with us.
Yeah, man, come fuck with us, man. How come the only time we talk to y'all is when we bump into you in the club, and we trying to holler at the same woman,
right?
And you try to outspin me to get the bitch, and yeah, you might get her for the night, but after you done with her 2 weeks later, I got her.
Right.
That's really the only time we deal with each other is in the club trying to outbid on some vagina,
on some vag. Damn.
Come down to the YMCA and hoop with us more.
Come be a regular nigga just for an hour.
It's a few players I knew that are endeared to my heart because when I was trying to make it to the league, they would mess with regular cats. A guy like a Mike Bibby. I used to play with him at the LA Fitness on 7th and Greenway in Scottsdale, California.
Arizona.
Scottsdale, Arizona.
Arizona, yep.
He would be up there every week. It'd be mad NBA players. He'd have his whole family, Team Dime. Bunch of cool dudes. They almost whooped my ass when I first met him because I was talking so much shit to Mike Bibby. I didn't realize that he had a damn gang with him.
Damn.
But Mike messed with regular folks. Baron Davis be messing with regular folks.
Baron Davis mess with a lot of regular niggas, man.
Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett, put a regular nigga on y'all show, man.
Yeah.
You ain't fly niggas no more. You just rich. It's hard to watch sometimes with these Hall of Fame players that I love, but they have this weird ass separation where they feel like
they can't talk to no other niggas but the niggas that went through the shit they went through.
Can I get a plumber on your show? Maybe a school teacher.
Have a different perspective.
Gang banger. You need normal people represented on your show because every hoop story I hear from you, you lose credibility because I'm down here at the steel mill being ostracized because I'm on a plant and I'm the only black worker and everybody else is Hispanic. I got 2 write-ups because they want to get me out of here and hire a cousin. What do I do? This is the type of shit we dealing with in everyday life.
They probably wouldn't even know that. Because a lot of these, like you said, they've been rich since they was 18, 19. So now they 36. Now they 43, 45. They ain't never worked a regular job in their life. They don't even know what a plant worker is, nigga. Right. They know what it is, but they ain't never seen it. They ain't never done it.
Right.
So they don't even know how. They probably don't even know how to fill out an application, man. An application, not like on some I can't read shit, but on some like, what do I do? Let me ask my homeboy or my sister to help me fill this shit out.
Right.
They ain't never been written up. They've been fined.
You ever got written up at a job?
I got written up by the homie Jaren, my nigga.
Jaren Richard?
Yeah, nigga. That was a weird conversation. Shout out to my brother Jaren O'Neal, man. Shout out to
his son. His son is he's looking like an NFL quarterback in the 10th grade.
I know he like a nephew to me, man, but he be dropping dimes, bro. He dropping the ball in it. He putting the ball where it's supposed to be for the receiver to catch it.
Yeah,
he not just throwing the ball up. He putting it there.
He go to what school he go to?
He go to Newport Harbor.
Shout out to Newport
Harbor High School. Yup, he's sophomore, man. The Sailors doing this thing, man. Jaden O'Neal.
Jaden O'Neal. Go check out his Instagram, man. He's a 10th grade quarterback starting on varsity.
Yep.
And he definitely has D1 talent. He's going to get a major scholarship. Yeah, I think he might go league.
Yeah, I think so. And he's smart. He's smart. He mature. Jaden O'Neal _JADENONEAL _Jaden O'Neal, sophomore quarterback for Newport Harbor High School. He's a monster. He's doing his thing. He's heavily recruited too. He got a good head on the shoulders. You know what I'm saying? My boy Jaren is doing a great job with him. He's respectful. He's responsible, and he's in that playbook, man. He's dedicated to it. So I believe he has what it takes. He got 6 years.
Yeah. His pops
6 years max to make it to the league.
His pops look just like Action Jackson.
Action Jackson
Jared,
was
if you're watching, you look just like Action Jackson.
Hilarious.
You know it.
Mm-hmm.
But you're doing a great job with your son.
You're doing a great job,
Love and respect, man. When I watch it, one time a little tear came to my eye.
I get emotional a little bit, man.
I'm like, my nigga out there being
I remember he was a little baby, man. He was a little dude, man. Now he out there, a sophomore in high school doing this thing, man. That's dope. And he's such a good kid, man. He's a good young dude. He was always a good dude, man. He raised well. Solid father, solid mother. And he doing his thing, man.
Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney.
That's crazy. Speaking of fathers, man.
On live arguing.
Now, what you got to do, Bill, I can't tell a grown man what he got to do. But, like, you got to, here's the thing. Everything, if it's the real beef, it's real beef. But why is it real beef? These niggas too young. You know what I'm saying?
I think Shakur Stevenson has maybe been managed wrong. And I think he thinks his skill is enough leverage to warrant what Devin Haney has. And it's not enough, bro. You are 2 years older than Devin Haney. You're 26, Devin Haney's 24. You're 2 years younger than Tank.
Right.
Devin Haney has taken more risks than Tank and Shakur combined. With his last 4 fights, just by going to Australia and fighting Cambosis twice and then fighting the Great White Hype, he's taking more risk. So Shakur, I need to see you in the ring with an animal or somebody who people think you can lose to before you go barking up Devin Haney's tree. Yeah, you got a lot of talent, got a lot of skill. I'm a fan. I fuck with you. Yeah. And you right next to my boy who was a GOAT, Crawford. But you gotta start jumping in the ring with dogs.
Yeah.
I need you swimming in the lake with piranhas before I can give you that full killer nod. Yeah, Devin Haney don't hit that hard, but you don't either.
Right. Facts.
But you gotta show me.
Right.
You can't keep basing it on the sparring on the internet that y'all did 7 years ago when he was 16 and you was 18. You gotta show me, man.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, Shakur.
Yeah.
Go up to 140 and fight Teflimo. That should be your next fight. Take the B-side. But Teflimo retired until his contract is up with Bob Arum. But what I'm saying, do something that shows a little bit of audacity.
And if you're gonna stay at 135, which I think is smart for right now, fight Frank Martin. You know what I'm saying? Fight Lomachenko. Lomachenko shouldn't fight nobody. If he's not rematching with Devin, he should fight the next best thing.
Right.
Lomachenko need to fight either Devin Haney again, and or Tank or Shakur Stevenson.
I agree.
Frank Martin needs to fight. If he can't get a fight with Shakur, which I think they talking about, they said they talking about it, but I don't know how true that is.
Right.
He needs to fight. He needs to fight the next best thing. I mean, I think he only got like 15 fights.
Yeah.
But he's good.
I mean, which don't matter because Lomachenko was getting title shots 2 fights, 3 fights into his career.
Factual.
But all I'm saying is you got to take a risk.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
So let me ask you this.
It's a risk.
So let me ask you this with the whole situation with Devin Haney offering them 25%. You know what I'm saying?
Take it. Take it.
Take it.
Take it. He has to. You have done nothing, Shakur, risk-wise, on the level of Devin Haney. You got to remember, Manny Pacquiao went to Australia and lost a decision
To Jeff Horn.
So that shows you how difficult it is to win in
the biggest risk taker is fucking Pacquiao.
Right, but
probably the history of the game.
Pacquiao and De La Hoya, to me, they equal. Both them motherfuckers tried to fight everybody.
De La Hoya fought everybody. You're absolutely right.
But right now, Devin Haney is going down that path.
Yeah.
Because he went to Australia and watched Kambosos twice.
Right. Because here's the thing. At first, I was going to disagree with you. Like, hey, man, Devin Haney fighting Kambosos, it was a landslide. That's not a risk. But it could be a risk if you don't knock him out. Huh?
He beat Teflimo.
Yeah. And when I say not a risk, not saying Kambosos ain't nice, because Kambosos is nice, but I just think that Devin Haney is such a bigger star, he has more talent, and just a better boxer in general. But if you ain't knocking niggas out and you in their hometown, they could pull some bullshit and job you.
Right.
And they could rob you. You know what I'm saying? So that's the risk that I agree with. You know, he was never in jeopardy of losing that fight ever. I think he landslided them. He didn't lose one round. He probably won all 24 rounds. What you think?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, you got to do something like that. You got to make a nigga that got all the belts look regular, Shakur.
You got to, man.
Or my thing is this. Shakur I need to fight Lomachenko, the guy that people think that you lost to, which I think Lomachenko lost.
Right.
7-5.
Me too.
I think Shakur, okay, well, no, let me go beat this nigga 9-3.
Right. Or knock him out.
You know what I'm saying? Let me pummel this nigga. Let me just make this, you know what I'm saying? Just to prove that, hey, man, I'm on your ass, nigga. Like, he has to build up his name. He got to build up his resume.
Let me tell you something. I think what's going on is everybody knows that Haney is young, and they're trying to get him now. Because when he get 26, 27, 28, if he still ain't lost by that point, he's not going to lose.
Don't think so?
Now, if he 27, 28 with no losses, because right now, what's Haney's record? Somebody put Devin Haney's record in the chat.
I'll find that out right there.
What's Devin Haney's record, y'all?
I'm about to find it. Devin Haney's record is 30-0.
So he's 30-0.
15 knockouts.
That's what I'm saying. The knockout record ain't shit, but
that's what I'm saying, man.
He ain't doing nothing but getting better. They said you got on the nurse ones.
Oh, I do. Nigga, I got some bullshit on. Nigga, but he's white. That nigga got the nurse ones on.
Hilarious.
The apostropedic ones, nigga. You whole ass niggas.
Apostropedic ones. Hey, man, so, yeah, Devin Haney and Shakur, make that fight happen when it's going to make y'all the most money, man. I mean, Shakur, he has to press for the fight now, but the longer time that goes by, just the better Haney is going to get. Haney has no power. Yeah, you keep saying that, but he's 30-0. You can't keep saying he has no power. He's 30-0.
He got enough power to not get knocked out and to beat niggas up.
But that's what I'm saying.
I mean, here's the thing. I agree with he has no power. However, what Craig is saying is, what the fuck that mean? Can't nobody beat him. Ain't nobody beat him yet.
Right.
So what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? So I get it. I agree. That's the first thing I say. Damn, he can't punch. Shakur can't punch either, but you can't hit Shakur. Right. You know what I'm saying? I believe Devin Haney gets hit more than Shakur does.
He does.
At the same time, Devin Haney ain't lost. Right. He ain't never been dropped. You know what I'm saying? So getting hit is going to happen. Mayweather got hit. I seen Mayweather get hit as Pretty Boy Floyd. I seen Mayweather get hit as Money Mayweather.
Pretty Boy Floyd is the best lightweight of all time.
My goodness.
Yeah, Pretty Boy.
And he was fighting niggas. And he was putting niggas down too.
Pretty Boy Floyd is the best lightweight of all time. Tank would be probably number 3 or 4 at this point, just based on power. He's definitely the hardest hitting boxer under 140 pounds. I mean, I don't know. Terrence Crawford.
Terrence Crawford
Here's the thing. The hardest. Tank has the best one punch power, I guess.
Yeah, he does. He does. But the thing about yeah, he does. He has probably the most one hitter quitter power than anybody under 154. You know what I'm saying? But Crawford's right there. Now, one thing about Crawford is, you heard what they said about last week when they asked Tank about Crawford. He was like, "Hey man, if I tap that chin, he going." Bro, you making somebody this nigga ain't knocked out the last 10 niggas he fought. The last 10.
Yeah, Tank.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, Crawford that is. Like,
yeah.
And here's the thing. I was Team Spence. I'm still Team Spence.
Yeah.
But nigga, a loss is a loss, a win is a win, whatever you want to call it. I'm a boxing fan. I'm Team Boxing when it comes down to it. And Crawford showed me and the world that no matter if it's Jeff Horn, if it's a Green Machine, if it's motherfucking Kell Brook, or if it's Errol Spence, I'm knocking somebody out.
Right.
And one thing about Tank, same thing. He knocked out everybody but Cruz. Yeah. Eastside Cruz.
Right.
But so first of all, I don't know if Tank is very smart. He's crafty as hell, but I think the craftiest fighter in the game is Bud Crawford.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And I think he showed out when it showed up when it was necessary the most.
I agree 100%.
You know what I mean?
In football, hey, your Cowboys beat the Raiders 31-16.
Hey, man. Well, I'll take it.
Shout out to the Cowboys. What y'all looking like this year? You got faith, or is this a rebuilding year? What's going on with the Dallas Cowboys?
Here's the thing, bro. I'm going to keep it 100. I'm not one of them fans that's sitting here, man, Super Bowl, playoffs, NFC championships. Nah, we got to win 2 playoff games first. Let's win. If we can win 10 to 12 regular season games and then go into the playoffs and get 2 wins, I would love for us to go straight to the Super Bowl and win it. But realistically, how my team's been looking over the last 20 years plus, like we have to string together wins when they count. We went 13-3 with Romo. We went 14-2 with Romo. 12-4 with Romo, and then we lose in the first round of the playoffs. That's right. Whack. You know what I'm saying? So now that we have Dak, people don't have faith in Dak. But Jerry Jones and the front office do. They sticking with him.
You
Hopefully
guys are so bougie when it comes to Dak Prescott is top 3 quarterbacks in the NFL. Bro.
No. I'm cool.
5,000 yards average seasons.
I fuck with Dak.
What more do you want,
but
Cowboy fans?
But people. Now it's more so. It's not the Cowboy fans. Cowboy fans. They accuse us of being They accuse us of being like delusional. Oh, they're gonna be NFC champions this year, every year.
Dak Prescott is the best quarterback you guys have ever had.
No, that's not true.
He's the most talented quarterback to ever put on a Dallas Cowboy uniform.
Absolutely
more
not.
Talented than Troy Aikman.
No,
he's more talented than Romo. What do you mean?
Nah, his stats don't show it.
His stats do show it.
Nah,
if I pull up his stats, better stats than Troy Aikman.
Maybe so.
Troy Aikman had like 4,500 or 5,000 yard season. Dak Prescott has had multiple, maybe 5 or 6 out of his first, how many, 8 years?
Nah, I don't think 8. I think this might be his 7th or 8th season.
Yeah. Shout out to Dak Prescott. One day the people will wake up.
Yeah.
Broncos.
You can't, stat wise, I don't just, you ain't won nothing. And I'm not just talking about championships. Don't just make you great because you got championships, but you got to see you win like tough games, rough games. Like I haven't seen that from Dak yet. I didn't see it much. I didn't see Romo winning the play in the postseason. You know what I'm saying? So I can't give him that. I can't give neither one of those guys better than Aikman.
Why are you guys calling me a troll? All you got to do is look up the stats, man. Look up the stats. I am not trolling. I am telling the truth. When it comes to stats, the only other Cowboy quarterback with kind of similar stats is Romo. Aikman played in a run-first offense. That was a play-action team, correct? Emmitt Smith was the number one option on that team. Mm-hmm. Everything that they did was built off of Emmitt Smith and that offensive line. Dak Prescott is on a whole nother level because he's a gunslinger.
No, he had the same thing with Elliott the first 3 or 4 years of his career.
For sure.
Elliott, in the first 3 years, he led the league in rushing 2 out of those first 3 years.
Rams Broncos 41-0. The Broncos beat the Rams. Is it over for the Rams?
No, ain't nothing over for the Rams in the first.
I know it's preseason, but even your backups is getting ran out the building.
Hey man, it's hard to say, man. It's hard to say. I don't believe that the Rams are out.
Not out, but what I'm saying is, do they need to rebuild?
Shit, nigga, they still got Aaron Donald. They got the highest paid receiver in the game, and Cooper Cope. What's it? Cooper Cope.
Cooper.
Yeah,
great receiver.
A monster. He's nice with it.
That's cap. 41-0 is not. Monday practice is not happy at 41-0.
I'm not.
You can't say it's just preseason when you're on the team. Somebody's not doing their job. Texans beat the Saints 17-13. It's our weekend in football.
Mm-hmm.
Who you got winning the Super Bowl this year?
It's up to. I haven't seen anybody. I haven't watched any games yet this year.
Somebody said put some respect on Quincy Carter.
Oh, that nigga's a troll.
Yeah,
and I love Quincy Carter, man. He did his thing. He did his thing. He didn't get the fairest shake in Dallas
because he started smoking crack.
Yeah. So,
but he ran a 4.4.
The nigga and he played good. He was solid.
Yeah, this is live. Pray for me, ho. You said, but what you say about Quincy Carter?
That nigga, man. I wonder what it became. He self-destructed though. A lot of niggas do that shit.
He been an all-star. He probably he was good enough to get y'all the Super
Bowl. He reminded me of not necessarily as great as Randall, but he was Randall-esque to me.
I agree 100%. He was a cold quarterback. Mm-hmm. If you're listening, call in wherever you are, Quincy Carter. We would love to hear from you. Also, man, make sure y'all smash that like button. Get those comments up. We need to be at a couple thousand likes by the end of this video.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ever heard of Cooler Master? Look at these products, man. Top tier products.
Let's get it.
This storm controller can be played on any console. It's ergonomically on point. Don't have to worry about carpal tunnel. It vibrates when you play with it, which means you're in the action. What is that vibration called? It's called haptic feedback. Don't you want to play with haptic feedback? Don't you want your hands to wake up in the middle of a Madden game? Well, get you a storm controller and take advantage of that haptic feedback.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway.
Boom.
Today, Donald Trump faces federal interference charges, and I guess his trial is due to kick off March. Donald Trump's federal election interference trial will kick off in March of 2024. I don't know why they keep pushing this trial like they really are going to prosecute Donald Trump.
Yeah.
To me, this is all a ploy for more publicity. Donald Trump wants to be the president that gets into trouble. He's trying to be the cool. He's trying to be what's it do? The Fonz.
The Fonz?
The guy with the leather jacket and the motorcycle that has a good heart.
The greaser.
He's playing you guys. Ain't no way they're convicting Donald Trump. If they convict him, they got to convict every other politician that bought his way to the top.
Yeah.
What you think gonna happen to Donald Trump?
I mean, nothing. I think this is. I honestly think that the news is just like TV. I think the news is just like reality TV,
like a soap opera.
They want the ratings. They want people. They want something to talk about. So all these political TV shows and podcasts, whatever, have all these talking points to talk about. It just makes for good TV, good radio, good podcast.
Right.
I think that's all this is. Ain't nothing happening to Trump.
Nah.
At all. He's not going to jail.
I don't think so.
You know what I'm saying? he might lose out on opportunities. He might lose some money. You know what I'm saying? He might get some businesses shut down. He might not be president again, but he's not going to do no jail time.
Yeah, he not losing no jail time. I agree. Hey, man, y'all might want him back in office, man, to get that SBA shit back going, man.
Hey, niggas was getting more money with Trump, though.
Yeah, I mean, most people like being broke, man. You give them some money. I heard people saying stuff like, you know, they shouldn't give us money because we don't know what to do with it. We just gonna buy blunts and Black and Milds.
Shut the fuck up.
Who cares? Give me the money. Let me do what I want with it.
Right.
Yeah, I'll spend $12,000 this year on blunts, Black and Milds, and beers.
So what?
But so what?
Y'all spending on coke and meth and fucking Happy Dad beer and shit like that.
You owe me.
Stall me out.
Hey, man, Proper Snacks and KFC are joining forces to create fried chicken flavored popcorn. Will you be eating it? Will you guys be eating fried chicken flavored popcorn? The company called Proper Snacks is teaming up with KFC to come out with fried chicken flavored popcorn.
I don't know about that, brother.
You ain't fucking with it?
Nah, I like the only popcorn I like is regular popcorn, light butter, and kettle corn. That's it. Yeah. Oh, caramel corn. I fuck with caramel corn.
Caramel corn.
I'm lying. And the cheddar shit. Like,
right.
You know, shout out to Garrett's in Chicago, man. They got probably the best popcorn I ever had. Is the little mix, cheese and caramel.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
You go to Chicago, man, go to Garrett's and get you the cheese and caramel mix.
You like an honorary Chicagoan, man. Barry got you known in Chicago. Barry put you on in Chicago, man. You might be a vice lord or something now, man. What you?
That nigga said a vice lord.
Oh, man, Johnny.
Nah, nigga, don't get no gang affiliations, man. If I ain't gonna gang bang in LA, I'm damn sure ain't gonna gang bang in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Hell no.
Shout out to Chicago. That's
Shout
not a city
Chicago,
you play
man.
around here, man.
Nah, hell no, not at all, man. But Chicago is a great city, bro. I fuck with it for sure.
Jimmerson said, "Wow, better have some hot sauce." You damn right, man.
See, I don't do hot sauce on popcorn, but I know that's a big thing. People love that.
I mean,
jalapenos on the hot sauce too. I don't do all that extra shit, but I know that it's something that people do.
If it has fried chicken flavor, it might be the best. Might be a good bet.
Right.
R. Kelly victims awarded $10.5 million over threat that shut down surviving R. Kelly docuseries screening. They just keep piling it on R. Kelly. He already got, what, 70 years?
Has he got that much?
He got, I think, 30 years or something like that. How much time did R. Kelly get?
I think he went in at 55, and I was like, if he do 20, he can get out to 75.
Yeah.
That's still old as fuck, but like, you can still, depending how good you take care of yourself. I know some decent looking and feeling and acting 80-year-old men.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's crazy. I mean, he shouldn't be in. I know how people feel about R. Kelly. But looking at the bigger picture and not just the idea of him fucking with younger girls and shit like that, or just with women in general, the way he was doing it, like they're not victims.
I mean, at this point, what more can you do to the man? You gonna break him? You put him in jail? You ruined his life. I mean, he ruined his life.
Right.
He's in prison already. Leave him alone. Why did they want all his bread?
Yeah.
Are we gonna start convicting these parents who drove their daughters?
Facts. And let the motherfucking daughters be over there for 2-3 months and shit like that. And here's the thing: any parent that lets their underage son that's 13, 14, live with these artists for weeks at a time, all that shit, y'all should be in prison. Especially if something bad happened to them kids, 'cause that's negligence.
Somebody said, "Craig, you looking like a big ass cuttlefish." I don't even know what the hell a cuttlefish is. I'm gonna look it up.
Hey, the fact that you know what a cuttlefish is, bro, is disturbing, my nigga.
She said, a big old cuttlefish.
Oh, unless that's a woman. Oh, that's a female, Latoya. Okay, never mind.
Latoya Young.
Yeah, it should be a female saying that. That's what's up.
Goodwill 619 said politicians have been doing the same shit with all these dang missing children. Yeah, man, I just don't understand the uproar about Donald Trump. If you're an old, rich, white man, you did something shady to get in the position you are. If you're a politician and you're doing something shady to maintain it. So you can't go after Trump and not go after everybody.
Right.
There's skeletons in all these old white men's closets. Can't isolate Trump. Put them all in jail.
All them niggas.
Heinz drops ketchup filled with hash brown.
You said what?
Heinz just dropped a ketchup that has hash brown
In the bottle?
in the bottle.
Why? That's too much ketchup. That's not enough hash brown, bro. You supposed to have a hash brown with a little drizzle of ketchup in it, nigga.
Yeah.
How you gonna eat ketchup with a splash of hash brown in that bitch? Like it's ice.
So Heinz drops ketchup filled hash brown. So the hash browns have ketchup inside of them.
That's different. Still kind of nasty though.
I might try it though.
Do you heat it up?
I think you got to fry it. It's a hash brown, right?
Oh, so it's like a frozen little hash brown patty.
It's like a Twinkie, a hash brown.
And you put it in the
Twinkie
microwave or in the oven or in the on the skillet, and let it cook.
It's like a gusher.
With ketchup in the middle.
With ketchup in the middle.
It's like a potato gusher. A patusher.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about this. That pretty, this means they're gonna start dropping hot dogs with ketchup in it. Yeah. I mean, they already put cheese in anything.
It's a spot. The Cinemark is a Cinemark by my house that has a hot dog with chili in it.
That might be fire.
It's not bad. I had one. You know what I'm saying?
Beans and everything.
I don't know if it got beans. It got the chili flavor inside the dog.
Yeah, that might not be that bad.
It ain't that bad, man. Try it out.
Yeah, she said, no, I don't know about that. You tell me I look like what you say, a skunk fish? I don't know what the fuck that is.
A skunk fish.
A cuttlefish.
A cuttlefish.
Louisiana police officer arrested, suspected in murder of a Georgia influencer. Very interesting. Police are doing more than police work. A woman's body was found near a torched vehicle in the woods of Austell, Georgia on Thursday, and now police believe that they have a suspected killer in custody.
Damn.
The Cobb County Police Department, which is where Brandon is from, shout out to Brandon, identified the body of a 22-year-old beauty coach, an Austell-based Instagram influencer. The suspect was arrested in Louisiana on Saturday. Foul play is suspected, Cobb County Bureau Chief Michael Newell told WBS-TV News. The victim's body was found around 12:18 p.m. Wednesday when Austell Fire Department crews responded to a brush fire at Joe Jerkins Boulevard and Launder Street. When they arrived, they found a vehicle fully engulfed in flames. After putting the fire out, the vehicle was towed to a wreck yard. The Austell Police Department sent officers to the address on the vehicle registration and learned the owner's daughter, beauty coach 22, which is her Instagram. She had, bottom line. Austell officers then went out to search the area near where the vehicle was found and discovered a body matching coach's description in the wood line. To read the rest of the log on the baller. Okay, bam. So here's the thing. They burnt up the car but took the body out. I thought you burn up the body in the car.
Now, the question is, did they take the body out or did she try to get away? They killed her outside the car.
It said, Craig, keep death signifying. I don't know. Police is doing more than policing, man. And police be selling dope. Police be...
It's a hustle.
Yeah.
Chico sticks. Eat ketchup with Chico sticks. Get your ass up, nigga.
I wonder why she died. Why? I wonder why they killed her.
Keeps ice cubes in his drawers to keep the crabs fresh.
Hilarious. Mama's so fat, only way she could ride horses is if they put knee braces on them.
Yes, sir.
Your mama hands so big, when she do sign language, deaf people say, stop yelling. We could do jokes all day. I got them.
Bitch ass niggas.
Hey.
What you say earlier? You just said, cops. Here's the thing. I think some cops become cops because they couldn't hoop. And they was juniors on varsity. They was juniors on junior varsity in high school. Right? And also, some of these niggas become cops so they can get close to the dope and get close to the crime. legally, illegally. That makes sense.
Right.
They can legally get close to the criminals so they can do crime.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a hustle for them.
I agree. I mean, shoot, recently in Pasadena, there was just a controversial investigation about a gang within the Pasadena Police Department that was planting dope on suspects and convicting people of crimes they didn't commit. Shit, the Pasadena police killed my cousin during the quarantine.
It's crazy.
Shot him in the back 3 times as he was running away. So,
yeah,
there are some criminals.
And they're protected by the fucking union. Or what was it, the police union?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's whack, bro.
That's super whack. It's beyond whack. You know? You ever been a victim of police brutality?
Not brutality, no. I mean, I've been profiled though.
Really?
Yeah, I've been profiled. I remember this is back in the day, up in the Bay. I was coming from the homie's house, Marty. Yeah. And I was driving, got pulled over for no reason. They was like, step out the car. So I said, well, I wasn't even speeding. I was at a stop sign.
Right.
They pulled up late night, like 2, 3 in the morning. And can you step out the car? So on the curb, they sent me on the curb for no reason. I'm like, man, what are y'all saying? Tell me why y'all stopping me. I got tags. I got my license. I got my insurance. What's the problem? And they said, we got a call saying there was somebody that fit your description that was robbing houses, like multiple houses, nigga. What do you mean?
Right.
Where you coming from? You live over here? I said, I don't live over here. I live in Berkeley. He said, okay, who you over here to see? Why are you here?
Right.
And I said, they asking me like I shouldn't be there. Like, what are you doing here? And anyhow, I was like, man, I'm here to see my friend, man. At this late at night, I was like, yeah, I'm 23 years old. I don't have a curfew. You know what I mean? It's chilling, hanging out. What we are doing, hanging out? You having a couple of beers? I don't drink, man. Sorry.
Trying to set you up.
Yeah. Trying to bait me into like saying some wild shit or getting loud.
You have the right to remain silent because anything that you say can and will be used against you in the court of law.
Right.
Shut your mouth, hand over your license and registration, and let it play out.
Yeah. They was asking me all these questions, and they prove my story. They was like, call you up your buddy. I said, he might be asleep because he was sleepy when I left. But all right. I left his house less than 5 minutes ago. Yeah. Called the nigga. They made the nigga pull up. The nigga pulled up to the scene.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
This nigga's a raider.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh shit, you were telling the truth. This is your friend? Oh, how you doing, man? We were big fans. Fuck up, man. Let the homie go. You know what I mean? He didn't say that, of course, but like, yeah it was whack.
Yeah, at least you cooperated up until that point. Sometimes when you're being profiled, it's very difficult to keep your cool. I don't know how many police I done called bitches, you punk motherfucker, and all type of shit. I don't do it no more, but when I was younger, it just feel like you getting punked.
Right.
But you had a disadvantage. You got to remember, when somebody is a coward, they only act out when they got the advantage.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes you got to shut it up and be quiet.
Get their badge number, bro. Go that route, because you can't talk your way out of getting killed.
No,
you can talk your way into it though. If they have their mind made up, nigga, they have their mind made up. And on top of that, I get it, but cops have the right. They have the authority to be wrong.
This is
be right.
You think me raising this desk is gonna let you see my shoes? That ain't the desk. It's the shot. Let me show y'all something. I don't mind y'all roasting my shoes. There we go. Look at what we got there. Matter of fact, I put my shoes on the desk.
Oh, ass niggas. Buy some.
I ain't ready for none of that. We can do all
buy some, nigga.
I know y'all better get these likes up to 2,000 so we can grow, but you want to roast my shoes? Have at it. Roast them. That's what I got on, man. Ain't scared of you. Yeah, shout out to the young brothers out there, man. Keep your mouth shut. Give up your driver's license so you could make it to make millions like Donald Trump. Do you know that after they released recently a mugshot of Donald Trump getting out of Fulton County Prison, that they raised another $7.1 million in campaign funds just based on the marketing of that picture?
He raised money from getting out of jail.
The picture of Donald Trump, his mugshot after being released from Fulton County Prison, has raised $7.1 million Do you realize that all this Trump jail stuff is a part of the campaign strategy? They're marketing him as a rebel.
I was just about to say the word rebel, nigga. Oh, he's a rebel. Yeah, they think they slick, my nigga.
You're losing if you buying into this.
Mm-hmm.
He's a rebel. Same way they marketed George Washington back in the day. George Washington was a respected general and a rebel leader. He led the American army in the Revolutionary War. He was viewed as a counterculture champion. And that's how they're painting Donald Trump. Don't fall into the trap. Don't fall into it.
Don't do it. Don't you do it.
Man. Question of the day. If you could live the life of a fictional TV or movie character, who would it be and why?
Oh, shit.
Question of the day. If you could live the life of a fictional movie or TV character, who would it be and why? Comment below. I want to know who you want to be.
A fictional TV character.
Yeah.
TV, not movie, but TV.
Both. We'll do TV and we'll do movie. That's a tough one.
Martin Payne.
Martin Payne, man. Let
me break it down. Obviously, I'm biased because that's my favorite sitcom.
Right.
But I thought about saying Bill Cosby, but then I don't know if he's a doctor, had some paper.
He got the baddest woman in the history of TV.
His wife, successful, equally as successful as he is.
His son is a buster.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing. Here's the thing. His kids wasn't shit, bro.
His daughters was cool, but his son was a buster.
Nah, think about it. His son was a buster, yes. But he was the most in pocket.
Right.
Vanessa, remember she went to Atlantic City. She snuck away to party and fucked up. And did she get drunk or some shit like that?
Right.
Denise didn't finish college.
Right.
She dropped out of a different world. I don't believe she finished college.
She became a mother.
Yeah, she became a mother.
She married a dude who was probably most similar to her father.
Facts, Martin.
Right. He was the most similar to her father.
Cassandra, I forget, did she go to school? Did she finish? She ended up marrying a buster, Elvin. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He was like you know what I mean? So he wasn't a bad dude, though. He wasn't a bad guy, but he married Elvin. That didn't nobody really like, but they loved him. They loved him. They didn't like him.
Right.
Rudy was supposed to be the son that Theo was. Rudy was a monster on the football field.
Monster.
You know what I'm saying? She would have went league. If Rudy was,
based on the writers of the show, Rudy was a Heisman Trophy
at 7 years old.
She was on her way to Heisman Trophy.
At 6, 7 years old, bro. She was killing. Sweet Feet, was that her name?
That's Sweet Feet.
Vanessa was spoiled. They all were spoiled. But Denise always came home for money. You know what I'm saying? But their relationship, Cliff and Claire, had a beautiful marriage, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I thought about doing that, but based off of his kids and his buster son, shout out to Theo Huxtable, man. He was a good son, right? But he was a buster.
You could have been you could have been Scrooge McDuck. You could have been a rescue ranger.
I understand that.
You could have been Superman.
Yeah.
You could have been Quantum Leap. What was the character from Quantum Leap?
The nigga Quantum Leap. What the fuck was his name? Damn. That nigga said Quantum Leap though. You went there.
It was a slept-on show.
Oh, Fire.
You could have been Alf. You could have been.
I thought about doing Webster or Gary L. Coleman, Arnold, but them niggas ain't getting no ass like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So let me tell you why I say Martin Payne.
Yours based on who fucking the most broad.
Huh?
So
no.
Based on who fucking
my job too. Martin Payne had a bad little broad.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't paid. He didn't have a gang of money, but he wasn't broke. And he worked at a radio station that he loved to do.
Right.
He loved his job. Right. He had a dope ass job. He dressed fly. His girl was a career woman.
Right.
She was pretty. She had the little muscle butt. She had cakes on her. Big ass pretty lips like I like them. And his job was dope. His homeboys were solid. Cole was dumb, but he was solid though.
Right.
And then the top of it all,
got something in common with the Big Shirley.
Oh, Cole?
Y'all like big women.
Yeah, but see, Cole, I wouldn't want to be Cole because he was stupid. You know what I'm saying? But for the fact that, see, here's the thing. Big Shirley, when we finally saw Big Shirley, we don't know if she had ass, man. You can't just be big. You got to have cakes. You got to have yams, right, hence the shirt. But Big Shirley was big, so I would have been tempted. But now
Somebody said Hancock, Will Smith's Hancock. Hancock was actually a dope character.
He was.
But he was a drunk. I don't know if I want to have a vice like that.
Yeah, he was. Alcoholic.
Man, if I could be any character, I think that I would probably pick. Ooh, this is a tough one.
You got to pick one of them niggas you mentioned, nigga. You said Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge McDuck is my guy.
Bread, nigga. Bready.
And he was one penny richer than his enemy, which is hilarious.
This nigga remember the details of that shit.
All these years of Flint Hart Glomgold trying to break into the money.
How do you remember that, nigga?
1 penny.
How do you remember that, bro?
I mean, that was my show.
Scrooge McDuck had so much money he could swim in it. He would go into the safe, the vault, not even the safe. It was a vault, and swim in his bread, homie.
Scrooge was next level.
Yeah.
Man, I probably would be Gilligan from Gilligan's Island.
Oh.
You trapped on an island with three beautiful women.
Who was he beating down, though?
He had to be hitting Ginger.
Ginger, nigga.
You know, Ginger was forking over the hips. I would either be Gilligan or Fred Sanford.
Damn.
Fred got to roast people.
Yeah, but
he put on all his friends. When you watch Sanford and Son, everybody that's on the show was a real personal partner
Brady
that he picked. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
People, but you know how many years between a celebrity picking their partners? So look, so he
that was uncommon.
Eddie Murphy did it, and then Kevin Hart is the last. I mean, as far as black entertainers,
that's
Kevin Hart.
That's a 20-year gap.
I mean, between people actually putting their partners on, doing what's right.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Dave
Chappelle did it
with
right.
Charlie and what's his name? Funny ass comic. I'm rich, bitch.
Right. You talking about he's still relevant.
He's still doing the shit.
You talking about Donnell Rollins.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So
it'd be curious for me to see how many millionaires Dave Chappelle created. I'm not saying he hasn't, but I wonder who's created more millionaires from their inner circle, Dave Chappelle or Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart
Dave
is
Chappelle
like second
or Kevin Hart?
to none.
The guys that we saw him do his tours with for over a decade, nah, those niggas are millionaires, I'm sure.
Jack Tripper is another character that's dope to be. Three's Company.
Hey, Jack Tripper had it going on, my nigga.
Somebody said Isaac from Love Boat.
Isaac stayed smiling, my nigga. He stayed smiling with a happy face.
Yeah.
Real quick. You said what you just say before you said Jack Tripper? We was talking about who
put on the most people.
I think Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart is.
But who put on the most people ever in general?
Eddie Murphy.
Keenan
Ivory Wayans. Yes. Here's the thing.
But
Keenan made people visible, and he positioned people to shine. So yes, Keenan is probably the most brilliant mind.
And then Cube, nigga.
And Cube. That's what I'm saying. But how many people became millionaires based on him? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Jim Carrey, his brother, of course.
Well, he put them in position, and then they were seen and became millionaires later. But what I'm saying is Kevin has been making people millionaires within his bubble. None of them niggas became millionaires within the In Living Color bubble. They became millionaires as the result of what they did on A Living Color.
Well, yeah, but that's because they live in color.
Homies are becoming millionaires within his bubble. They're not. You understand what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but do you think? I hear what you're saying. Joey Wells, Spank, millionaires. I'm sure. I don't know their pockets. I don't
know for sure, but from what I see, they bubbling.
Yeah. They doing amazing, and they deserve it. Shit, and all the niggas are beastie niggas on the stage. And I know them.
Russell Simmons don't count because we're talking about the comedy world.
Yeah, we talking about comedy.
We talking about comedy. Music.
Yeah, music is. You got Dre, you got Russell for sure.
So you got to remember,
you know what I'm saying? You got Quincy Jones. Right, I mean, yeah, it's a gang, and we talking about comedy.
And in the comedy genre, that's not really done very often. There's this misnomer and selfish belief that only one guy could go at a time, which only exists in urban comedy. Because when you go to white comedy, you know, you got people like what's my guy? Adam Sandler. You know,
Jim Carrey,
Ben Stiller. All these guys make their friends rich. But in our segment,
Seth Rogen, Judd
Apatow, all brilliant people. But when it comes to us, it's just one guy at a time. Everybody wants to be Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy. They don't really see the importance of making their homies successful. But Kevin Hart is one of the guys that gets it. That's
if you putting like that, if you're separating, because I think Keenan industry wise is the man. He's the GOAT of all that. But when you saying directly
within their bubble
every year. Our goal is to make you rich like me.
Right. Like for instance, like how you did with everybody in your circle, Minx, everybody is reaping the benefits of your successes.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Kevin Hart did it to where you're a millionaire within me. You don't have to leave me and get the money. Everything is extra, but you're rich. He made at least 6-7 comedians millionaires.
I wonder if
All Def put me on for sure. I got nothing but love for All Def.
Yeah.
All Def, Big Job, Corey, Defiant Digital, everybody that works with me, I'm loyal to. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let me say this real quick. Whoever said that about Craig was very true. Everything you said is super true because that's probably the biggest platform at the time that you shined on.
Right.
But shit, keep it 100. I don't know the details of ADD, but we know that when it came to the Roast Me show, that show was keeping ADD cracking.
For sure.
ADD cracking. And when you think of course, you got the CPs, you got the Billy Sorrellses and the Doughboys, all great. The Kev on stages, the Patrick Clouds on Roast Me,
all talented dude,
and the David Lucases and Boo Capone's. But Craig Facts, not just because he my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Because all of the guys I mentioned are my boys too. Craig Facts is the reason why that show was super cracking. He was a standout amongst monsters,
right?
In my opinion, and I think a lot of people's opinion. And on top of that, even my success, man, you know, I've learned so much over the last 10 years. Me and Craig been partners for at least 13 years, and I went from being a guy with a film degree with limited knowledge because, you know, you got to learn on the go. You got to learn on set. You got to build your repertoire. You got to build your resume and your portfolio. I learned a lot, but I met a lot of niggas over the years through Craig. I met Craig. We was like in our mid-20s. And I met this dude.
It said Boo Capone made everybody around him homeless.
That's hilarious, nigga. That's hilarious. But whatever you see, my shit in the last 6 years, the Big Job push, the Big Job brand, a lot of that is a cumulative of knowledge I've gained over the years through guys that I met on my own, but most of the guys I met through Craig. I met dudes, shout out to my boy Gary George, my boy Sean Alexander. There's a lot of dudes I've met that helped me hone my skill as a filmmaker, as a storyteller, as a comedian, and here I am now.
It's my guy, I believe.
That's what we do, bro. And so if the niggas around you are not succeeding or are not getting better by being around you, then what are you doing it for? What are you doing it for, man?
That's real spit, man. If you contribute into anybody's life as a teammate, whatever you're looking for gonna come back to you. You're gonna get frustrated. I've been frustrated with Josh several times. Man, why you bringing these goofy niggas around?
Oh, man.
But he had the vision. Man, what's going on, man? Why this nigga goofy? But I'm in the wrong for that. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you don't know. Hey, it's when you rocking with a nigga so, I got ice in my mouth, pause. You rocking with a nigga so long, and then some new niggas show up. You also got to think, do these niggas have the same best interest in heart for this nigga as I do? So you don't know. We've had conversations over the years.
Yeah, that's just a part of it. But this is how you deal with it. You know, we've had reasons not to hang out and be friends no more. We've been through enough to where you know, other niggas probably don't fuck with each other.
Nah, never in life,
through a quarter of what we went through. It's just ego. You got to check your ego. You might get in an argument with a motherfucker, and don't like what they do, or why he fucking with these whole ass niggas. You're going to think all them emotions.
Right.
But you can't be an uncheckable or untalk-toable friend. You got to take the lesson.
If you can't have an uncomfortable conversation with your homeboy, y'all ain't really homeboys.
Shout out to Charlie. And all labor there's profits. That's real spill, man.
Yeah.
That's real spill. You better put it in your will.
Ja look like a turd from Weird Science. Fuck you, nigga. Bitch ass nigga. Hey, man. Who the fuck calling Craig with a C? Spelling Craig with a C, you goofy ass nigga. Pay attention, man. The nigga's name is with a K.
They do it all the time.
That's weird, nigga. Lazy thinkers.
So recently there was some misinformation put out about the Harvey family, and Steve confronted it abruptly at the Invest Fest. Shout out to Invest Fest, man. I like what y'all doing, man. Y'all giving black people hope, man. Don't be a hope fiend. No, take the lessons from it and apply it to your life. You need tangibles. You got to have something for sale if you want to be rich. Don't think anybody gonna just make you rich, whether they black or not.
Hell no.
You gotta have something bigger than you to sell if you want to get rich. I'm gonna tell you that. But yeah, Steve Harvey recently confronted the allegations that his wife was cheating on him with a trainer and left him, said it wasn't true. Then his wife put out a statement today that said this: "My husband and I don't usually stop to address all this foolishness and lies that have been spread about us. However, to whom much is given, much is required. I understand that while my platform comes with some sort of responsibility to those that may not be as strong as we are. The rumors aren't true. God bless."
The fuck?
Marjorie Harvey addresses misinformation. She says she never fucked a trainer. Steve Harvey spoke out on InvestFest. How do you deal with rumors? When people spread false things about you, do you confront them? Do you just laugh about them? How do you deal with weak-ass rumors?
As a comedian, nigga, I'm going to talk about the shit possibly because it's funny.
Yeah.
But in the real, when it's all said and done, that shit is stupid. So I don't pay attention to them. I don't really have many more rumors about me. But
Gary from Indiana said that's cap. You think it's cap? Okay.
I'm going to keep it 100. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, meaning like, nigga, if she fucked the trainer and he stay married to her, that's their business. If it's true and they covering up to save face, then that's their business.
How you feel about your wife having a male personal trainer?
I ain't tripping.
You ain't tripping at all?
Nah, man.
Something you never met him. You just here. I'm going.
Hey, this is how I feel, bro. I'm gonna keep it. And I told my wife this. I'm not afraid of getting my heart broke. You do some dumb shit like fuck on another nigga over on me. That's on you, and it obviously would be on me because I'm gone. But that shit'll hurt. But like, I'm not gonna not put a nigga. I'm not gonna let you train with a dude because I think you might fuck the nigga. Me personally, you know what I'm saying. If you do and I find out, then there's problems. Right. You know what I'm saying. But I'm not a warden like that. Huh?
You beating a nigga up?
If he knows she's married, probably so. I might. But if I know a nigga, if a dude knows me, he done shook my hand, and I consider that nigga a friend, and he fucked my wife, I'm probably gonna beat the nigga ass. You know what I'm saying? But but if
they said Hart clogged. Shut the fuck.
Bitch ass niggas.
It's ass whooping time, huh?
Yeah, I mean, Ja use hot and spicy. Damn. Hot and spicy hand wash.
Here's the thing that's hard to decipher. When you become rich, you become a target, and people say things and then try to get you to fulfill those prophecies that they make over your life. They'll say you're a bitch ass nigga, or you ain't shit. Then they'll test you, put you in situations where you always are behind the ball. You know what I'm saying? Right. They'll get at your chick, and then tell people that your girl want them. They always try to position themselves to play games with you that they're in control of. So for me, I don't really like Steve Harvey's approach. Why even confront this? You're so fucking rich and so successful. And then a lot of people say negative things about Steve. They say he ain't funny, which is hilarious. How could he get to this point and not be funny? But I know a lot of people that say that. But if I'm Steve, fuck it, nigga, say what you want to say.
Yeah, that's like
say what you need to say. Say what you need to say.
If a nigga win a gold medal, is he not fast?
Right.
I mean, what's the point in saying he not funny if the nigga's successful for being funny?
Because they're trying to gain.
If the nigga's making money for being funny, he not funny to you. Why don't you say that?
Right.
He not funny to you, and he not, because if niggas are buying tickets, then they buying tickets.
Right.
And some niggas be like, oh, certain niggas are safe, and I get that. Some niggas are safe. Okay. Safe is, some niggas ain't safe and they successful.
Right.
And some niggas are safe and successful. And if I will ask that person, nigga, what's your story? What's your excuse?
I don't like InvestFest and the approach to selling financial freedom. When you get people like Puff Daddy and Steve Harvey, who I respect both of them, I respect everybody. I don't want to hear investment advice from people who are out of touch. It's easy to give me advice that works if you're already a millionaire.
Hold on. So I thought, ain't there a saying, if I want to learn how to make millions of dollars, I'm going to go talk to a nigga that got millions of dollars, not talk to a nigga that bag groceries.
100%.
So I'm not disagreeing with it. I want you to
how do
expand.
I benefit from $1 million advice if I don't have $1 million?
Because that person who has $1 million now can tell you how he started with no millions and how he got to his millions.
So my thing is this: the fundamentals of everything are always the most important. If shit ain't going wrong in life, you always go back to square one. So why have all these people in here hearing all this $1 million success, but not really giving them the tools to get to a point where they can apply it? Like, it's good that we get together and we talk money, but how do I get into a position where I can apply this advice? Made in Paradise said, huh? Yeah, this is what I mean by huh. I've had people around me where I've given them $1 million advice and told them exactly what I do and how I got to where I'm at, and the advice goes over their head.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's because they don't have the tools necessary to carry
out the execution.
Like, if you don't have a computer and I say download Adobe, that's good advice. Well, what the fuck? I don't have nothing to download Adobe to be able to edit with.
At that point, I would ask you, because people ask me all the time, yo, Job, what you do to make videos? I say, if you don't have Adobe, you don't have a computer, use your phone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? Use your phone. So, and if you do have a computer, download Adobe, download Sony Vegas, download Final Cut. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so and there's go on YouTube and type in tutorials for beginners of Adobe.
Somebody said, Craig, you should buy a pound of weed for cheap and sell it for double. That's the type of shit they do at these. I didn't go to InvestFest, so I don't know everything, but that's the type of shit they do. They tell you, man, buy it. You just buy it good and you double up, you sell it.
That's funny.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that, bro.
You talking about the flipping dope?
I want to hear you break shit down to its simplest form is what I'm saying. Like, it's like, you know, when I first got into comedy, people would tell me, hey, man, you want to be a comedian, you got to do open mics. So in my head, I'm like, do open mics. Then it was a year before I ran into Ocean, and Ocean was like, hey, man, buy the Comedy Bible by Judy Carter. That was the first bit of introspective advice I got in comedy, because it dug deeper than just get up there and do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then the next bit of advice, and I don't even think it was directly given to me, but the next bit of advice I got was from David Arnold, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
You know what I'm saying? David Arnold told me, it ain't the joke you need to be worried about. It's about, what is the joke saying? What is the moral of the joke?
Perspective, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So now and then Scruncho told me after that, he said, look, in comedy, there's the big picture and there's the little picture. You start with the big picture and then you bring them into the little picture within the big picture. That's another bit of advice I got. Took years. We're talking about years between this advice. Then I ran into Corey Holcomb. Corey Holcomb said, write your set out every day. If you can, at minimum once a week. Actually write it out. Do you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These are things that can help a comedian. Not go do open mics. But these are bits and pieces of jewels that you get along the way.
Literally, yeah.
Do you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I didn't go to InvestFest, but what I'm saying as somebody that cares is, Don't allow people to sell you generic advice. Support those that are giving you introspective help, things that make you look at your processes and how you do things and how you execute. Because as a creative, one of my things that I struggle with is execution, because I just want to be on my creative side of the brain all the time.
Same here.
And a lot of shit falls short. You see, sometimes my hashtagging ain't there. My motherfucking thumbnails ain't always on point. I'm trying to build myself up to where I can do all the things that are necessary, but I'm still putting my work in until I can get to a point where my shit is more efficient.
Right.
Real help, not bullshit help. When I see Puff Daddy involved with some shit, I love him. But when I see Puff Daddy, I know it's a bill that comes with Puff Daddy showing up at your shit.
Right.
He there for the bag. He's fly. He's Diddy. He's gangster. He's everything you need to respect as a businessman. But Puff Daddy is out of touch, nigga.
The nuances.
He ain't finna tell you no real shit that you can apply to your motherfucking life. He is a fucking brand. When you see Puff on camera, he's always shining. He's always on point. But he not finna tell you what to do if you on write-up number 3 at a job and you got 6 kids and you don't know what's gonna happen if you lose your fucking job. You don't know how you gonna pay your lease. That ain't the type of nigga that can get you out that type of bind. He ain't gonna give you the type of game necessary for it.
Damn.
Who's being introspective out here?
Yep.
My bro, that's been my problem for years. I would take information from people as gospel. I mean, information is information. What you got to really touch on or sharpen up is your ability to weed through the shit that you can use. Because there's always going to be a ton of bullshit thrown on the table. Somebody said, Elmo Duran. That's your name, Elmo Duran?
Elmo Duran's hilarious. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy to the motherfucker, Elmo Duran. Shout out to the Harveys for speaking up. Yep. I don't know if they lying, but
Diddy gonna say, take that. Let's party. Hilarious.
More details emerged today about the arrest of 3 Love and Hip Hop stars.
What?
Yeah, so I guess police, there was 4 people involved in the altercation where Erica Mena, 35, Rodney Shaw, a.k.a. Zellswag, 35, Ada Richardson, a.k.a. Bambi, 37, and Kareem Cade. They were leaving the club and apparently got into a fight, and they were all arrested.
Dumb shit. They've been fighting for years. Erica Mena especially. I don't know. I'm sure about the other ones too, but like they fight every fucking day. That's just stupid as fuck. Shock value shit. No talent, but I'm a fight to get views and clout.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Hey man, I could never live that lifestyle. I don't know what y'all on.
That toxic fighting. Grown ass people fighting for no reason, throwing drinks and mimosas all over the table, jumping on, kicking your heels off and fighting in the street. That's stupid.
But check this out, man. We got the giveaway happening August 31st, which is Thursday from 10 a.m. on. From 10 a.m. to 6, I'm going to be giving away computers, computer desks, accessories. Make sure y'all log in and fuck with this Cooler Master collabo between the Comedy Press and the best computer component company in the world, Cooler Master.
Yes, indeed.
Make sure y'all tune in for that, man. It's going to be a great time, man. I can't wait to see y'all that day. I'm going to have a bunch of special guests coming in to talk and collaborate with us. Make sure y'all are part of that journey, man, because it's going to be cool. I got to get out of here in a second. So we're going to wrap up the show in a second, but I can't wait to see y'all Thursday for this Cooler Master giveaway. Make sure y'all tune in. All you got to do is click that link that I'll have pinned to the top of the comments. Fill out your contact information on the landing page, and then I'll actually give away the stuff on Twitter. The Twitter is dcraigsmith.com, so subscribe to it. We'll be on YouTube all day. We'll do the giveaway person on Twitter, and then we'll be back on the YouTube, man. So make sure y'all fuck with it. They say Ja got erectile dysfunction.
Somebody said Ja get real mad when he see food fights.
That's hilarious. They wasting food around here,
man. What the fuck is going on, nigga? Throw the lasagna over here, nigga.
Throw the lasagna over here. Billy sleep with his legs up. They talking about Billy Sorrell. Hey, Billy crazy, man. You might want to stop talking about Billy, man. He the type of dude to show up to your house and smack you with a blade in his hand. Yeah, blade smack you. Craig looked like his sneakers left him. Ja got a barrel to throw.
I'm Donkey Kong now, hoe ass nigga.
Hey, what time you gotta get up out of here, Ja?
Shit, I got it right now, man.
Hey, man, we're gonna wrap up this stream for dropping. I appreciate the $9, which would really be $5 when they take their 40%, man.
Appreciate you.
Hey, man, we appreciate y'all, man. We're gonna log out of this stream. We'll be back. We'll be back here later. Ja, you want to tell them where they can find you?
Hey, man, find me on every platform, man. Big Ja, 2 G's, BIGGJAH. Twitter, man. Go see Lesbian Homie starring myself, Persephone, Craig Smith, Lisa Yarrow, Sierra Angelia, Minx, and all that, and many more. Ken Edwin TV, all that. Go on Tubi and watch the Lesbian Homie season 2.
Man, watch the Lesbian Homie, man. Also, I'll be in New York September 14th at Club Broadway Comedy Club. Purchase those tickets. Hopefully, Ja can make it. But if not, we got Boo Capone and we got Ken Edwin there and a bunch of locals. We're going to be telling jokes and roasting. Purchase those tickets before they sell out. The Broadway Comedy Club. I'm about to put the link right now in the description so y'all can take advantage of it, man. Me, Boo Capone, and a host of others will be in New York City telling jokes and roasting. Make sure you're there. Purchase those tickets before they sell out, man. I promise you, y'all will definitely have a good time. And then also in the comments, tell me what's your favorite part of the Lesbian Homie season 2.
For sure.
What's your favorite part of it? We want to hear that. We want to interact with you about the Lesbian Homie.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How's it doing on Tubi, Ja?
I don't know, man, but I keep getting a lot of responses. I'm getting a lot of DMs and messages that they watched it on Tubi and they like it. Some people haven't seen it yet. So if you haven't seen it, please go to Tubi right now and watch it.
You ain't seen the Lesbian Homie, man. You a
loser.
You're fucking yourself.
You missing out.
Literally, man. Go watch the Lesbian Homie.
Go check out Jason, man. Craig Smith plays a character named Jason, man. And he's going through his relationship woes with this woman. You're going to find out what happens at the end.
Yeah, man. I'm going through relationship woes, man. I play the boyfriend of a very beautiful woman in real life, Lisa Yarrow. I knocked down bad one.
Absolutely.
The Lesbian Homie. That's been this episode. If I owe you something, get it from God. God.
To the max.
God.